Dogs aren't allowed on the bed in my house.
And he peed on my
that's
bed.
why. That's why.
I immediately started screaming at
that's
him,
why.
kicked him out of the room.
Yo, what's up guys? We're gonna be checking out Haminations, My Criminal Dogs. As some of you may already know, your boy, he doesn't have any dogs. I love dogs, I like being the fun uncle to them, but to actually own one, I think I'm gonna have to like start a family or something. So let's go ahead and see how Haminations handles his dogs.
Continuing on with the case of Bryson v. Bryson on whether or not to adopt a dog, we will now hear from the plaintiff. The floor is yours. Your Honor, the defendants claim that adopting a dog will improve our mental state and make us happier.
Probably
is
will.
Sheer lunacy. Dogs are messy, unruly animals. If allowed into our lives, this animal will shed everywhere, raid the trash cans, poop and pee in the house, and bark constantly.
That would piss me off.
The question is a pit bull. Do I need to bring up the
they're dangerous
statistics? This case speaks for itself. Protect our resources, Your Honor. Do not be tricked into supporting an unemployed, freeloading dog. Thank you, Mr. Bryson. Mr. Bryson, your defense? The plaintiff's claim is entirely conjecture. As opposed to them, I have concrete evidence that my client is a good boy worth adopting. Presenting evidence A. Objection, Your Honor.
That is a good boy. I'm convinced. I'm convinced. Straight up. Aw, that's cute. Wait, is this Hamination singing right now? Okay, Ham. Okay, Ham, let's get it. That is a cute dog.
Of the defendant.
Right? Like, slam that gavel immediately, bro. That is a good boy. I'm his lawyer, and I say so. Hit that Fortnite emote. Yeah, okay.
Hi, I'm Bryson, and today I want to tell you more stories about this creature. And later, we'll be talking about his partners in crime, my siblings' dogs. This is Bo, my 5-year-old rescue pit bull. But he's the good kind of pit bull. He's never eaten a toddler. At least, not to my knowledge.
Yeah, you never know what happened in his past.
He has Bluetooth connected to my soul, and I will love him forever. Even though he's the best dog of all time, that doesn't mean he hasn't been involved in various shenanigans, hijinks, escapades, and crimes.
What has he done?
Let's take a look at his criminal record, shall we? To start off, let me tell you about the only fight Bo has ever been in. So, there we were at the dog park. Bo was having a grand old time frolicking with the other dogs.
Hey, was that Snoopy?
Then in walks a Great Pyrenees. For anyone that doesn't know, a Great Pyrenees is basically
like
the closest you can get to legally owning a polar bear.
What did I just say?
Big boy, and his name was Wallace. Now, Bo is usually good with other dogs, but sometimes when there's a dog that's bigger than him, he feels threatened and wants to establish dominance.
You gotta assert that dominance.
And immediately decided to F around, and believe me when I tell you,
he found out.
Bo ran over and jumped up to put his paws on top of Wallace. Wallace didn't like that. They started angrily barking and fighting, and the other owner and I quickly separated them. But Wallace wanted to set the record straight.
Ooh, okay, Wallace.
He walked over to Bo and placed his paw on his shoulder.
Ooh, assert that dominance.
Bo didn't like that. Bo growled and then jumped up to attack, but Wallace simply plowed into Bo and threw him flat on his back.
Bo, you can't be starting fights and then taking an L, man. Come on, Bo.
But needless to say, Bo got humbled that day and hasn't tried anything like that since. To be honest, he probably needed to be knocked down a peg or two. It builds character. But, you know, lots of dogs bark at each other. Let's crank it up from a misdemeanor to a felony. He steals garbage from my trash cans and then stores it outside. It's like a dragon with its hoard of gold, except it's a dog with trash. Literally, as I was writing this script, I heard him start mucking around in the bathroom trash can. I get bloody noses in the winter, and my used bloody tissues are some of his favorite things to steal.
Oh no, that's gross.
He has a taste for human blood now.
That's gross.
It's probably fine.
Thankfully, you don't have a, well, you do have a sister.
And
you know what I mean.
He licks everything. His paws, his butt, my face, in that order. And he also licks my arms and legs all the time. I'm starting to agree with the theory that dogs lick us because they know there are bones underneath. Okay, that's actually one thing that I do not rock with is having my face licked. I understand. Dogs love to lick, you know, more than your mom do. But seriously, like, you gotta realize dogs be licking their booty hole, they be licking their sack, they be licking everything and anything. So in order for you to be okay with a dog licking your face, bruh, that is not okay with me. You can't, you know, hang out at everyone's houses.
you can't eat at everyone's house. It's like the same kind of logic. People just behave differently, bro.
How many licks does it take to get to your center, Father?
But those
Oh,
are still pretty standard
scary.
dog shenanigans. Let me tell you about his most diabolical crime.
Let's
His
hear it.
magnum opus, if you will. At my old place, I noticed that
that
Bo had
Latin?
started to lick the corner of my couch every so often. It was kind of annoying, but he had conditioned me to just be used to him licking everything at that point. A few weeks went by, and he kept licking the couch regularly. Finally, I decided to check it out.
He's gonna wear it
Expecting
down.
a toy or ball or something, I reached in and pulled out a stick of butter. He had stashed it in my
What?
couch for weeks. As I thought about
Oh,
it, I
that's
felt more
that's
and more
disgusting.
betrayed. This wasn't just normal mindless stealing. This was calculated, it was intelligent, and it was planned. He not only stole from me, but he
Big
had
brain
the foresight
activity.
to stash it, hide it in plain sight, so he could savor the flavor for longer. So I'd be there on the couch petting him and loving him, unaware of him
While he's
enjoying
licking.
his stolen goods. And then, several times after that, I'd come home to an empty butter wrapper on my floor. And get this, as I was moving away, we took apart my bed and found another stick of
This
butter
man
stashed
loves his
behind
butter.
it. I then moved into my new house and got
It's not that
security
good.
cameras, and look what my camera caught!
Oh gosh. Oh, look at him. He's so cute. What is he trying to get? Is that butter? He knows.
When my butter tray was licked clean.
He knows where the butter
lesson
is.
I'll learn from this is that if you're within a 500-mile radius of Bo and you think you still have butter left in your house, check again. I seriously think his butter addiction is why he has such a shiny, lustrous coat. Do his crimes stop there? No.
No,
As
it
I was
doesn't.
settling into
Or
my
else
new
this
house,
wouldn't be a
I
17-minute
finally decided
video.
to upgrade to a big, fancy bed. In my old bed, Bo always slept with me, and he had some separation anxiety, so I decided to let him join me on my new bed. The first few nights
I don't know
were
about
off without
that.
a hitch. Then
Dogs aren't
one night, I
allowed on the
stepped
bed
out
in
of
my
the
house.
shower And he
Yeah,
peed on my
that's
bed.
why. That's
I
why.
immediately started screaming at
That's
him and kicked
why.
him out of the room. I
That is
stripped
why.
the bed, and fortunately, my mom had encouraged me to get a waterproof sheet for my bed.
Nice.
I thanked my
Saved
lucky
your
stars
life.
because it was almost game over. There's no power on earth that can unpiss a mattress.
There
It
is
was
none,
a
bro.
close call,
It's
but my
disgusting.
mattress was safe. I marched over to Bo, shoved the pea-stained sheets in his face,
Make him
and
feel bad.
screamed, "What is this? Why did you do this? Bad dog!"
Yeah,
Bo
you are a
looked at
bad
me like
dog.
He had never looked at me before, terrified and trembling.
You'll be
My
alright.
anger melted away,
Pissed on
and
my
I started
bed?
crying and apologizing.
Don't
Fortunately, Bo never
apologize.
peed on my bed again, though, because he's been banished from my room for all time.
Nice. I like that.
Seriously, this dog had it made. Sleeping in a king-sized bed, and somehow he fumbled it. That's on you, Bo.
Bryson, listen to me, please. Please listen. Don't
Nah,
turn
bro.
me into a marketable plushie.
You pissed on my bed, dog. Are we finna get a bow
That's
pussy?
right. We've got a
Plushie?
new Bo.
Nice.
Isn't he the cutest thing ever?
Aw,
His claim
look at he's so
Haminations
cute.
over any damage caused by the plush, such as trash orders, piss on bedsheets, or stolen butter. Bo, do you like it? Uh-oh.
He likes
Use
it.
the link in the description to pre-order it now. Okay, back to the video.
You see what I'm talking about? Like, no dogs on the bed because you never know what you may come home to. If you condition them to think that being on the bed is okay, they will piss, they will poop, they will rip your animals, stuffed animals, if you keep some on your bed, your pillows, they will just tear it up. So yeah, no dogs on the bed. In fact, no dogs on the furniture. Yeah, you can probably chill on the couch. I wouldn't be too upset at that. But still, none on the bed. You're not licking my face. And yeah, you gotta get that through your head, bro, because I would flip out if a dog pissed on my bed.
On paper, all the bad stuff about dogs makes it sound like torture, but the feeling you get when they snuggle with you on the couch and
It's a
give
good
you
feeling,
kisses just
but-
emotionally makes it all worth it. Taking care of an unemployed freeloader who actively makes messes and ruins stuff is actually super rewarding. Who would have ever known that?
That's why parents have kids. Yep, that's why parents have
Plus,
kids.
he's not a human child, so he doesn't get offended when I call him stupid and stinky, so he won't need therapy later in life. But he might need physical therapy because he hurt his leg. We were at a
Aw.
park and I told him to go down the slide. He went down and I thought it was awesome. Then I told him to do it again so I could get it on video and...
Up there. Up. Come down
Did
the
he
slide.
jump off?
Yeah, no.
And
Aww.
he hurt his leg. Just kidding, that was a lie. He was perfectly fine after that, not even a scratch.
Aw, you got
Wanna
me.
know how he really hurt his leg? We were visiting my mom and he was walking on the hardwood at a normal speed and then he slipped and fell over and started yelping.
Oh, a dog's yelp. It's so painful in the ears, man.
It was a freak accident, and I have no idea how the slide did 0 damage and a little slip did 100 damage.
He's
Seeing
getting
my
older.
special boy have to limp around makes me so
Aw.
sad. Now he needs surgery to fix his leg, so I'll let you know how that goes. I will do everything in my power to help him recover.
That's a good
Although
owner.
It is funny that despite his injury, he still steals my trash and my butter. Nothing can stop him.
What is up with the butter,
I
man?
haven't
So
introduced
he got
you
the
to Bo's
surgery.
packmates yet.
Okay.
Let's start with his roommate, Braden and Kira's dog, Winston. To
wiener
help you
dog?
get to know Winston better, I've made a list of his pros and cons. The pros: I like when he sits in my lap, and
Okay.
I like the way he smells. Literally everything else
Ah!
about him is a con.
Let's
Let's get into it. His life is literally perfect, but
So he's
despite
pampered.
this, he grumbles and groans and complains all the time. He has everything he could possibly need and more, and yet
Sound
he's
like-
always like,
Sounds like the youngest child, man. Aw.
Winston and Bo have a love-hate sibling-esque relationship. Winston clearly doesn't understand how easily Bo could destroy him because
Snap-
he mouths
snap him
off
like
to
a
Bo
twig.
and attacks him all the time.
It's always
I
the
mean,
small
look.
dogs that have a lot of voice. It's always the small dogs who are real, bro. That is
Buddy, You need
crazy.
to check yourself before you wreck yourself, because I promise you it would take less than 10% of his power to evict you from this plane of existence. Of course I love Winston, but he could definitely benefit from an attitude check. Also, wiener dogs in general are just funny looking. Dogs were never supposed to look like this, but humans were like, hey look, through selective breeding we can turn this noble creature into a cartoon character. Bo is very easily potty.
That's how I feel about
I looked at him and
Frenchies.
said,
They
you
ugly
go
as hell.
pee-pee and poo-poo outside. And he said,
Okay, I understand.
but Winston's brain is so small that potty training just doesn't work on him. He,
So he-
regularly poops and pees on my carpets
Hell no.
and refuses to go outside in the
Oh,
dark. On
hell
multiple
no, bro.
occasions, he has pooped right next to the dog door inside the house.
This-
He's
oh,
just
this is
totally
why, man.
mocking me at this point.
I
But
can't be
the
picking up
worst
poop.
was when I moved into my new house. Everything was brand new. I was so happy. Then we discovered that Winston had peed in one of the only carpeted rooms in the house.
Ah!
Almost everything else was hardwood, and he purposefully peed on the carpet.
'Cause they want
My
that
mind
feel of-
flooded with rage.
Softness when they use the
Destroy
bathroom, right?
child.
Oh, that sounds a little dark for you. Now, go ahead.
It'll be easy, like breaking a toothpick.
Show me.
Yeah, break him, bro. You know, teach him a lesson. At least smack him on the nose with a newspaper. Don't fall for it. Now he's just gonna continue to piss. You're not teaching him right,
You
man.
couldn't do it, even when you have nothing to lose. You're weak. And I've outgrown you.
He also steals Bo's food all the time. Winston has literally stolen treats out of his mouth before. Hey, you know you could destroy him easily, right? I'm just making sure you know.
You know,
Do with
make
that
love, not
information
war.
what you will.
I will consider these things.
But one time, the vet prescribed Bo some painkillers and mild sedatives since he hurt his leg. I put it in his food, and apparently Winston
Oh, no.
stole it, and we going up the stairs and forgot where he was and just stayed there.
How did we get out here in the middle of the ocean?
Small
He's
brain
now on a diet
activity.
because he was getting fat from all the theft. Even though Bo and Winston have their sibling arguments, it's still funny to see their pack mentality. Once, we were at a big dog park and Bo was playing with a Great Dane. Bo barked and Winston heard and thought Bo was in trouble, so he ran to help.
Okay, so he ran up to help the homie. I like that.
Buddy, what are you gonna do against a Great Dane? Nibble his ankles?
It's always the small dogs that have like the most realness inside of them, like wiener dogs, chihuahuas, I don't know, them small little poodle dogs. Like they're always the ones with the loudest voice. They are real. They will charge first. It's crazy. Let me know if you have a demon chihuahua dog in the comment section below, and let me know how evil they are. I already know they're evil, but there's like a certain scale of evilness that they can reach. If they're on cat level evil, why do you even own it? It's not even a dog at that point. It's just a mini wolf that lives in your house.
Ankles? Luckily, Bo also has Winston's back. At that same park, Winston growled and barked at another big dog, and Bo got between them and
That's
was
what I'm
like,
talking about.
What is going on here?
Protect your little
"Dude,
brother.
You literally barked at me for no reason.
Oh, yeah, he does that. As you were.
I like Winston, but Bo is just objectively better in every way. Watch.
I can agree with that. I do like Bo a little better.
What's your name? You're a singer? Okay, good luck.
Okay, hitting them vocals. Hey, Beyonce.
Thank you so much for auditioning on the show and for
You made
for
Simon
singing such a
cry.
beautiful song. And
That's how you
even
know
though
it's
you haven't
beautiful.
competed, you've already won.
Boo!
What is
Boo!
your name?
Do you sing for a living? All right, sing for us.
Oh
It's
my
time
gosh.
to introduce you to Brody and Jen's dog, Molly. I think the quickest way
Hey,
for you to get
Molly,
to know her is
Molly,
to see what happens
Molly,
when you ask her
Molly.
to wait or show any kind of restraint at all. Here's a video of Brody asking Molly to patiently wait before being let outside to go potty.
Back up.
Ah!
Back up.
Okay, Molly.
Back up.
Molly
As
don't
you
like
can
being told
see,
what to
she has
do.
a hard time controlling herself. She chirps like a bird and gets so excited when she sees us because her main goal in life is to lick the inside of everyone's mouth.
Ah!
I'm hesitant to let her because she has literally eaten and rolled in poop before.
That's
One
why you
time
should never
Brody
let a
was
dog
visiting
lick
and
you.
Molly wanted to spaz out and lick everyone's mouth like usual, but Brody wouldn't let her. She started freaking out and screaming. So Brody picked her up and she started
in air
shaking
prison.
and thrashing, and then pooped into the air while he was
Oh
holding her.
my gosh. Nom. You need to go home.
Sorry, all her
You need to
stories so
leave.
far involve poop. That's just who she is, I guess. She's quite the goofball. When you dodge too many of her kisses, she gets mad and will bite your nose. She's so fast that it's hard to hold her away from your face and keep her from kissing you. It's almost like she can no-clip past your defenses in order to lick your face. Also, her ears are so big and pointy, I feel like she can hear my thoughts. Brody sometimes calls her his little fruit bat because of those big ears. And her eyes look like someone started applying eyeliner and then gave up halfway through. And of course, no dog story is complete without the rite of passage of the dog almost dying.
Ooh, which
time,
one was
Brody
this?
and Jen were cleaning out a relative's storage unit when they heard Molly chewing on something.
Molly. Molly.
It's a brick of rat poison. Oh my god.
Rat poison?
They rushed her to the vet, and the vet gave her eye drops to make her vomit the poison because apparently that's a thing. I don't know anything
Didn't
about
know
how any
that.
of that works, but they saved her, and she's okay. Woohoo! Molly, I really thought this went without saying, but please don't eat poop or rat poison.
Don't
And then
tell
there's
Molly
my
what to
childhood
do.
Dog Dixie. She's really old and deaf and can't see well and can't control her bladder anymore, and she's basically skin and bones. But
Aw.
she still seems to be enjoying life and is
Okay.
always happy to see me. She also recently has
No
decided
trip
to
to the
never
vet?
eat dog food again, so
Put him
she's
down?
fed hot dogs and chicken nuggets and leftover meat. She's living like a princess. She's had a lot of adventures and has been a fantastic family dog. I don't know if she'll still be alive by the time I post this video, but here's hoping.
I hope so. I hope so.
They are a silly bunch of dogs,
I hope
and
so.
they're always getting up to mischief. But I'm so glad we have them. They're all very cute, but of course, Bo holds a special place in my heart.
Of course, that's your
I seriously
dog.
love Bo like a son, and I would do anything to protect him.
Respect,
to sum
bro.
up my case, Your Honor, the evidence clearly shows that these dogs have caused more harm than good since they've been around. For the common good, your original ruling must be overturned. Objection, Your Honor. These dogs are radical and dope, and the
I
plaintiff
love
is
that.
ugly and stupid.
I love that
Also,
rebuttal.
Take a look at this.
Oh yeah.
Judge
Bang
in
that
favor of
bang
the
that gavel again. Hell yeah. Aw, in the arms of the angel. Wait, is Hannah Montana? Alright, so that was a dope video by Haminations. We gotta get a look at his dog and then his siblings' dogs. Bo honestly is my favorite too as well. But like I said in the beginning, I don't personally own a dog. It may be a while until I actually get a dog. Like if I get a dog, it has to be like a family dog. There's no way I can take care of a dog myself because once it poops on the carpet once, I will flip-ish, bro. I will flip out. But don't forget to subscribe, like, share this video, all of that great stuff because that was it. My name is Prince of Hawcom. Stay charming, my friends.